Yo, what's going on, Madden community? Collision Ranks here with another video for you all, boys. And today we're going to be going over how to maximize your man coverage on defense. And I know that this video is like a year late, but listen, for the latter end of this year, what we're going to do is just be teaching you guys some awesome concepts that will transfer over to next year's game. And if you're still playing, can help you dominate right now. Now, again, thank you all for the support. The support's been awesome on the recent videos, so I really do appreciate it. We're going to be keeping in the tone of man coverage, and I want to show you guys proper adjustments to really get that lockdown coverage that you may see in online games. All right, gentlemen, for this breakdown, I'll do mesh out of cluster, and then I'm going to do cover one robber press on defense. So basically what I want to teach you guys today is coverage shading. Now, if we press Y, we open up our coverage menu. This is on defense. Now, what we have here is with the right stick, we can shade inside, outside, over the top, or underneath. And basically what this is going to do is this is going to create a coverage bias in the direction that you shade. So if we think that majority of the routes are going to go outside towards the sideline, we want to do right on the right stick to shade outside. And if we think majority of the routes are going to go inside, of course, vice versa, we're going to shade inside. So majority of players know that, but what a lot of guys don't utilize is individual shading. So how to do this is, again, press Y or triangle to open up your coverage menu, then select A or cross on PlayStation to do individual, and you'll see all the receivers on offense, their icons will appear. Now what this does is, instead of globally shading your coverage, you can select each receiver specifically and shade the direction you want your defense to cover him in. So if we think DeAndre Hopkins here on the left side of the field is going to do a corner route, we can individually select him and shade left. So now our cornerback will interpret that DeAndre is going to be on an out breaking route to the sideline. But the rest of our DBs in man coverage will just play a normal alignment and normal, coverage to each of their receivers. If we think that Hollywood Brown here on the right side is going to be on a slant in, we can do another individual adjustment, select B here for Brown, and shade left for inside. Okay, so now we have an inside advantage on him. You can even see it here on the corner on the right side. Now, as you see here, I'm going to reset my defense just so you guys can see the normal coverage. This is a normal cover one. We're going to look at Marquise Brown here on the right side against man coverage. You see, we get pretty good coverage there, but we're able to cut back and get the catch, of course. But if we shade out now with this, so let me select Marquise Brown, shade right, our corner here is going to have a much better time covering him. Just like this. You see, he's more in position to make that catch. Now, as you guys see, I'm doing this in regs because obviously this late in the year in MUT, there's so many abilities and there's just so much 99 man and 99 press. I don't think it's so fair to show how these mechanics actually work in such a overpowered scenario. And plus, you guys can get an inside look of what to expect in next year's game to see how these things work and most likely how they'll transfer into the next Madden. But what makes this really good is when we add zones to the coverage. Now, for example, if we play cover one, I'm sorry, let me get my controller here. If we play cover one, where are our zones? They're in the inside of the field. So if we really needed to get a quick adjustment, I personally, playing cover one, would just globally shade outside. So now all of my DBs in man coverage are going to be shading the receivers outside. And I do that because we have inside zone coverage support. If they do a slant here with Marquise Brown, if I wanted, I could put Edwards here in a hook curl, and he'll help that. Or if I wanted to put Ryan here on a hook curl, he'll end up stopping that slant here in the middle of the field. Okay? And if, let's say DeAndre Hopkins here is on a deep post and I still want to shade out, I can put one of my safeties here in inside third to help get support there, depending on, whatever you want to run. But it's so important to know this when you're running shaded coverages, because that's how you can truly lock down every aspect of the field. If we said that, let's say we think that, let's say our tight end, let's say on defense, we assume he's going to be on an out route. Okay, so we'll do individual, Zach Ertz, shade right. Okay, but he's actually on a slant. We'll say he's on a slant here. Okay, now our linebacker here, I'm actually going to put him in position to keep it fair, is now assuming he's on an out route. But what we can do is we can add this coverage here. Let me fix the linebacker right here. And now this safety here is going to help on the inside. As you see, he did not help on the inside, but that was a shitty example. Okay, but you guys get my point here. We can add zones accordingly opposite of where we're shading to make sure we get support if we assume wrong. This is really good in stopping certain money plays that are common throughout the years, to really help lock them down. Because if you can get your coverages going in the direction of where you know routes are going, and you can place certain zones to help just in case they make a hot route adjustment, do that. And what's really slept on, I think a lot of people missed out on it this year with this man coverage stuff, is actually putting your defensive linemen in zones. You know, when you keep this coverage stuff in mind and you want to drop back a defensive end or a linebacker who's on the line, it's great for this type of thing. So if I, think that if I want to put my defensive end here in a flat, I know that I can shade, maybe the tight end and the slot receiver in the middle of the cluster. I can maybe shade them inside. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. I hope that this video makes sense. I think I did an okay job delivering it, but this is just stuff that I do to really help lock down, man. If I don't want to send, blitzes over and over and I really just want to play some coverage, this is what I'm doing. Even when I am blitzing, this is what I'm doing. So please get some time in practice mode. You guys will find it's actually really easy to get used to individual adjustments, because it always is just simply YA. And then typically I think a lot of us know what buttons are what just by, playing formations that our opponents play in an offense. So you kind of get a feel for it. It almost feels like you're just doing hot routes on offense. So gentlemen, if this helped you in any way, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. The support has been awesome lately. It's been really fun making videos. And I hope it helps. If it doesn't make sense, let me know, and I will do a better job. But I think I did okay breaking this down. So just make sure you guys are utilizing individual adjustments and place zones opposite of where you are shading. That's what I like to do. May not be the best method, but I find a lot of success with it. Maybe you will too. Take it easy, fellas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.